Hi there, this is Chris Kane with Rabelais Law. And I've talked with hundreds of families over the years, and I always get the same question from these families. Really, they're all wondering, what can we do to protect our assets from having to be spent down on long-term care costs? Not only do they ask how can they protect their assets, but they want to know how they can protect their assets and maintain control over those assets for the rest of their life. Now that's where trusts come into play. I was sitting down talking with a couple just the other day about this very same question. They wanted to get their assets out of their name. They wanted to make it to where they would be able to easily qualify for aid to pay for their long-term care costs. But they didn't want to give those assets directly to their children. They knew that if they donated assets out of their name to their children, they'd lose all control over those assets. There would be a lot of risk involved, especially if the kids ever got divorced or sued. All the assets that they donated to those kids could go up in smoke. So they didn't want to donate their assets directly to the kids. So here's what we did for this couple. What we did is we set up a trust, and what this trust says is that the married couple is going to maintain control of those assets for the rest of their lives. So they still manage all the assets. Their kids don't have any decision-making ability as long as either of the parents are still living. And then once both parents have passed away, at that point the assets are going to get distributed out of the trust to the kids. Now, while this vehicle allows you to maintain control over your assets for the rest of your life, once the assets go into these trusts, they no longer count against you for purposes of qualifying for aid to pay for your long-term care costs. So it's a really effective method of keeping control and still protecting your assets from the nursing home. It's really our most popular tool that we use to ensure asset preservation in the event that you might need long-term care in the future. Now, if you're interested in using our services to help you set aside and protect your family's assets, you want to get started with this process early, years in advance, not the day before you might need to go into a nursing home, because really the key is getting a plan in place at least 5 years prior to needing long-term care. So if you are interested in using our services, just give us a call. You can call us at 866-491-3884, and we can show you how easy it is to get all this stuff in place for your family.